Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
That breaking news coming out of the Renaissance Center, where the UAW has just announced it will send a tentative contract with General Motors to its members for a ratification vote. And emotions are running high.
We are one.
We feel like zero right now.
Zero. Thanks for helping. Thank you.
Union leaders from across the country were behind closed doors for hours today.
They emerged shortly after 5 p.m. with the news that it is now up to the rank and file to decide if this strike is going to end. It is apparently not going to end until that vote takes place. We've got team coverage coming up, including, as you started to hear, there's some emotional reactions from the membership. Let's start with our business editor, Rod Maloney, with more on the crucial points of this deal, which were outlined just about a little over half an hour ago, Rod.
Well, Devin, they said all along that it was pocketbook issues that were number one, and boy, did they score on that front. Let's take a look at what's in this deal. First of all, they're talking about an $11,000 signing bonus. I've been doing this 30 years and I've never seen anything like that. The part-timers, the temporaries, get $4,500. The profit-sharing bonus is now changed to unlimited. That had been capped at $12,000. That is a huge difference, because if the companies go on making the kinds of profits they are, the rank and file will certainly make more. Now, there are raises. In years 1 and 3, it's a 4% lump sum bonus payment. But in years 2 and 4, it's a 3% wage increase. And of course, health care. Enhanced, best in the world health care, paying about 3%, whereas most of us are paying a whole lot more, considerably more than that. The UAW rank and file gets to keep their health care. It's actually improved, and it doesn't cost them anymore. So see, these are some of the things. But the biggest issue that the union is proud about is what has transpired with the temporaries. And let's hear from the UAW spokesman, Brian Rothenberg, about what he thinks about the temporaries we're able to attain in this contract.
We would hope that this contract, once our members weigh in, and they are the ultimate authority, but regardless of what this contract ends up, that this issue dealing with permanent temporary workers is the beginning of the end of permatemps, not only in this industry, but in this nation.
And so the other thing that has had people scratching their head in the press room after that press conference was the fact that in the update there is not a delineation of the products in each plant, which has been the tradition. That did not happen this time, and part of the reason for that is because Rothenberg said some of the work that's going to some plants is not in the national agreement. So we're going to be waiting for the more careful delineation of how that all works. But we still do know that there is going to be an electric pickup truck going into the Detroit Hamtramck plant, and that is something that the UAW certainly was hoping to make happen. But for the plants that didn't get allocations, like Lordstown, this contract is a real problem, and it boiled over today inside the Renaissance Center. And for that, and for the person who was actually there for all of this, let's turn to my colleague Mara McDonald. Mara?
Hi, Rod. We are outside the Ambassador Ballroom here in the RenCen. Here's the deal. GM's, or the UAW's GM National Council, has spent all day inside this ballroom, and I mean hours, going over the nitty-gritty in this contract. Right around 5 o'clock, all the shop chairs who were in there come streaming out of here. We're doing interviews. We're talking to Bill Bagwell from Local 174 about, how it went in there. Was it contentious? Was it not? When all of a sudden, he starts getting heckled. There's a group of UAW workers from Lordstown out here who've been sitting out here all day, who, when they heard that the vote was made to send this contract to the membership for ratification, they got angry, they got emotional, and they got in his face. Take a look.
Thanks for your help, buddy. Unity? Back in your shirt says unity? No unity with you. No unity with you.
And you're showing unity in front of the media? Like that?
Listen to your language.
You just started on a contract, and Mary Barr just took you guys to the bank. She's in your pocket.
So if you're such a great leader, get your people to vote no.
We are voting no. We are going to vote no.
You guys should have voted no.
Why didn't you vote no?
Back here live, what you saw out here in the hall may have been contentious, but according to those shop chairs who were in here all day, they say that meeting was not contentious, was more of a question and answer session. We're live downtown tonight at the RenCen. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
You know, the saying that all politics is local, all of these strike issues are local. They are local to plants, they're local to families, they're local to individuals and whatever they're dealing with. And there you see, this is not necessarily going to be a slam dunk.
That's right. The emotions running high on the outside for sure. Stay with Local 4 and click on Detroit.com throughout the membership vote. We will continue to bring you up-to-the-minute information on the air and online.
And I didn't have even a second to react. I just, here we go.
He was just trying to order dinner when he got the scare of his life. A car came barreling into a Little Caesars Pizza right into him. That Macomb County man was sitting in a chair waiting for his pizza. Yeah, the car hit the restaurant window, sending glass flying. It happened at the Little Caesars on 14 in Shaner and Sterling Heights last night. Coco McAvoy is live there, and Coco, the store is all boarded up.
Yes, that's right. Take a look. You can see that the store is all boarded up after the car came barreling through here yesterday. And we spoke to the man who was sitting right inside as this was all going down.
And I was sitting on the chair here that's looking outside. All this is broken out.
Larry Wineski has a story to tell after his experience at the Little Caesars on 14 and Shaner yesterday.
I was waiting there a long time. This is more than the usual.
Then suddenly,
I look to my right, and I'm sitting in the chair, by the way, and this car, silver car, just coming right straight at me. And I didn't have even a second to react. I just, here we go.
In that moment,
you were thinking about the life passed before you, but it was more like, what a lousy way to go.
But
I had myself like this, and it nudged my elbow. I could feel that, but as soon as the car hit me, the car stopped and then reversed out of there,
leaving a trail of glass shards on the floor and the chair where Wineski was sitting.
So I know I was lucky. The guardian angels were definitely on my side there.
But his pizza,
which by the way was the wrong order, so that did not work out too well. So.
Wineski is being promised a free pizza now from the restaurant, but his focus isn't on food.
And I was just thankful how I was just able to get up and walk around it.
And police say no drugs or alcohol were involved in the crash. They say it was just a complete accident. Reporting live this evening, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
Fiat Chrysler employees say someone is stealing from them while they're hard at work. Employees say more than a dozen cars have been broken into at one plant this week. The break-ins are happening at the Jefferson North Assembly plant on Detroit's east side. As Sean Lay shows us, employees want to know how this happens in a secured lot.
And tonight we are talking to a lot of those employees who are just frustrated after working a full shift inside building the vehicles. They came outside to their secured parking lot. They couldn't believe it, that someone had broken into their cars.
I'm hearing that it was about 15 vehicles in 3 different parking lots that night.
His shift ended at 2:30 Tuesday morning at the Jefferson North Assembly plant on Detroit's east side. He and others in shock, finding their cars in the facility's secured parking lots had been broken into. There's evidence that this was no quick smash and grab. This employee says it was clear that they took their time to find a way into his car and then go through it.
The back window was pushed out of my vehicle, and the front passenger window was cracked, so it looked like they started to try to break the front passenger window, but it's laminated, so it's harder to break. So they were only able to crack it, and they moved to the back one and broke that. Then they went inside my vehicle.
Other employees telling us that 15 cars were broken into in the east employee lot, another 5 to 10 in the west lot. Jefferson North had issues last year with new vehicles being stolen out of the plant and transportation lot. Those thefts have been stopped. Employees want to know how break-ins, though, happen in their secured lot.
We have cameras out here and we have security in our lot, but it's not, they don't patrol our parking lot like they do the vehicles that are being housed to be shipped off.
We reached out to FCA today. They sent us this comment, quote, to ensure the safety and security of our employees, FCA is increasing patrols at all of our facilities given the recent incident. We are cooperating fully with the Detroit Police Department on this investigation. We're live tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4.
Okay, Sean. An apple orchard takes a big hit as 7,000 pounds of apples are stolen. It happened at a farm in Linden that belongs to Spicer's Orchards. We're told thieves ripped $15,000 worth of apples right off the trees. As far as getting to the bottom of this, we're told there's no video, but there are tire tracks in the grass. The orchard tells us it doesn't have insurance because something like this has never happened before.
Now let's move to good health. Schools in Ann Arbor dealing with new cases of whooping cough. The Ann Arbor Public School District says there are 8 confirmed cases right now. Whooping cough is a highly contagious disease. It can be very dangerous for babies too young to be vaccinated against it. Symptoms include coughs that come in bursts, and it's a cough that lasts more than 7 days. There have been 322 cases of whooping cough in Michigan so far this year. All right, much more ahead here on Local 4 News at 6.
Here's Tim.
The most dapper fella this side of Dexter is in downtown Detroit, handing out money, teaching youngsters financial literacy. I'll tell you how this ties into the launch of a new game, Virtual Reality Monopoly. It's going to be hitting the streets, literally, of downtown this weekend. I'll explain.
Well, somebody may need to hand out some blankets for tomorrow morning. Freeze warnings in effect for the entire area, 32 in the metro zone. We'll show you where the rest of us end up to start our Friday. Hank?
And Ben, popular baby foods like this rice cereal and these puffs. I feed my daughter these puffs all the time. Now there are concerns that these products could actually be a danger to babies and toddlers. More information after the break in my Help Me Hank report.
Tomorrow at 6 a.m. for your neighborhood, people of all ages are coming to this local art gallery. We're going to go inside of this local nonprofit that is helping people embrace their inner creativity.